Certainly, here is a beautiful beef samosa recipe for you, which we are going to prepare step by step. It's very easy to follow along and you're going to love it. Now the process. Firstly, prepare your dough in a large mixing bowl. To do this, we're going to add about 5 cups of self-raising flour in a reasonably large bowl. The measurement of the flour would be about 400 grams and the water about 250 ml. Just remember that there's more than one way of doing things. I'm doing this my way and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Now that we have our flour in the bowl, let's add 4 tablespoons of oil, then add in half a teaspoon of salt to taste. Then gradually add water and knead until a smooth dough forms. I'm using a hand mixer for the initial part just because I don't want my hands to be really messy and sticky while I'm filming. It makes it easier, that's all. A big thank you to all my viewers, and if you're not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe, share and like, and turn on your notification bell for when I post more videos like this. For now, stay tuned. Now I'm going to go in with my hands. I've washed them, they are nice and clean. You can make your dough a bit softer than this because usually this is what will determine how your crust will come out once you fry your samosas. However, we want ours to be a little bit on the hard side. Now separate the large dough into 6 small even pieces. When you're done with this process, cover and set aside for about 20 to 30 minutes while you prepare your filling for your samosas, which is so satisfying because it involves one of my favorite things to do, and that is chopping up peppers. We have our 6 pieces ready. There you have it. Cover as mentioned before and set aside. Chop up your desired amount of green and red capsicum. Now, this is one of my least favorite things to do because, come on, it's onion. It makes you cry. At least I'm not the only one. Now, chop up some parsley. Oregano. Our choice of meat for today's recipe is some beef ground. Add about a tablespoon of oil to our hot skillet. Now let's toss in the meat and fry on medium heat. And this is 500 grams of meat. Add half a teaspoon of salt to taste. Let's toss in the diced onion. Now the green capsicum, followed by the red capsicum. Add some chicken stock. You can use beef stock if you like. Toss in some chili flakes, garlic, some ginger, toss in some carrots, parsley, oregano, and some diced cabbage. Then mix it well and let it cook for a few minutes, and that's our filling done. So if you want, you can add more spices like curries and stuff, but like I said, we are making it my way today. There you have it, guys. Now let's move on to the pastry. Add some flour to a dried surface that you're going to use to roll out your dough. Now guys, bear with me, I'm not very good at rolling out round shaped pastries, so I'll just have to use a knife to cut them to make them a bit more even later on, okay? At this point, you have a choice to make your pastry either thin or thick. In our case, we're going to make ours slightly thick, okay? Our pastries are almost nice and ready, and boy did I do a terrible job. When it comes to rolling out, it's not my strength, but anyways, it's not the end of the world. It could be worse. Now pay attention to this particular step. The reason why I do this trick is to make it easier for the pastry to separate. So I do this by adding a bit of oil on top, and then I just spread it like this, and then I'm going to sprinkle some flour as well before I lay another pastry on top. And not only is it easier to separate, but it also saves us a lot of time. Here I've put all the pastries together and I'm just rolling them out for the last time. After these, our pastries are almost nice and ready. Just place each one of them on a hot pan, and then you don't want to do it for too long, but other people just do it until it forms a little bit of bubbles, but I'm not going to do this for this recipe. And then there we have it, guys. It's all nice and ready. We just have to cut them, and I will show you. You can either use a pastry cutter. Well, I'm using a knife because I didn't have one handy, okay? Moment of truth, guys. Our pastries are nice and ready, and we'll be making samosas in no time. I mean, look at that. That looks so satisfying, and you want them to be nice and moist. So now what you have to do is place them in a bowl and cover them up with some cling wrap, and make sure you take one at a time from the bowl and leave the rest covered because you don't want them to dry up. Anyways, so what I'm making right now is just for you to stick up the samosas together, okay? It's just flour and water. And we're after a certain consistency like this, okay? Because this is what will help it stick. We've got our filling ready in the bowl, and now it's time for us to make our samosas. Get the pastry ready, and we're going to add a little bit of this mixture around the edges like so. You can do it all at once or you can do it as you go, okay? I like to do it like so. Grab that corner, fold it midway, and then get the other one, fold it like so, because you want it to be like a cone. That's looking good. I'm happy with that. Pocket our filling. Try not to put too much, okay? Because you won't be able to close up the cone nicely. Now gently fold it in like so, okay? Make sure you secure the corners, and be careful when you're doing this because our pastry is a little bit hard, okay? And it can easily break. Now bring the other piece over and secure it gently but firmly, okay? Pressing down on the corners. I'm happy with this, and this is now ready to go in the pan and we can fry it and eat. Add some generous amount of oil to your pan. I like to use vegetable oil. You can use whatever you like. It's all about preference. And make sure that the oil is nice and hot before you can place in your samosas because you don't want them to absorb too much oil, okay? So not too hot either, okay? Just medium heat is fine. I am now so excited and I cannot wait to eat because I know that the end is almost nigh, guys. We've all been waiting for this final moment to see those nice crunchy samosas. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the samosas with the dipping sauce. You can use some sour cream with chives and sweet chili sauce or some lemon drizzle. Enjoy.